Man, alright, I'm ready to go. You guys ready to go? Let's finish this. Hey everyone. It's the council.
From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
Man, our mom is like
You
super
take
beat
care
up.
of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Little does that guy know, I have the spear of something. I have a spear.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I don't remember who I was like siding with, other than myself. I will become the one true king. Also don't remember what any of the buttons are. Mortimer's office. Hey.
Dear friends, I'd like to thank you.
It would seem I picked
for
Mortimer.
Trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you have all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you are the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to... how can I say this? To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free reign, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. You can do this. I know it.
Very well, Father.
Now go, and come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be off then.
I don't think he trusts anybody. I wonder if he knows... how do I run? That I've been back here. I mean, I assume he does. Bleh. What is Carmelite? Ah! Just kidding. The heck? Alright. Where are we going? I guess I just wander around. I have to convince George Washington again? Who's this guy? Hello. Hello.
A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner. fragment of amber.
Ooh.
What a mess. Looks like Volnor was interrupted.
Ooh.
It looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
Yeah, what's her face's room? I recognize these symbols.
I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif.
This one right here is actually very familiar for some reason. Oh yeah, books. I can love books. How much you bet like everybody's downstairs? I think that's the conference room. I wish I could remember who any of these characters were. I've played like 8 games since last time we did this. And
I need to talk to Von Volner.
mm-hmm.
Blasted. Holm is with him. Gentlemen.
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you. Just my luck. He'll only talk to the Duke. Right. We'll have to fix that.
Let's use my time traveling powers to rewind time. Oh wait, that's Life is Strange. Figured out how to get everybody to vote unanimously. First they kill everyone. Wait, that's my strategy. Yo, more books.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Yes.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall,
Dorkin was my favorite character. With a name like Dorkin. With a name like Dorcas. And then... I forgot what I was saying. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Let's go harass George Washington. Who is here? Blech. Who lives here now? All these free books. Trying to pick up as much jelly as I can. Who's here? Degoy. Hello, my friend.
Duke Manuel.
De Richet? I am surprised you dare speak to me.
Come now, my Lord Duke.
I hope Sir Gregory will make you sorry for betraying him.
In politics, one must know how to play the ball on the bounce. This might be hard for you to believe.
Is that a
but
basketball
things have
joke?
changed.
What are you implying? He looks very sure of himself. I wonder what he's got planned.
Well, it would indeed be an honor if you'd allow me a
Heh.
moment to persuade you in turn. A powerful man like yourself
De
cannot...
Richet, stop playing your little games with me. Flattery will get you nowhere.
I just wanted
Be
to...
agreeable to me, I suppose. Well, I am not impressed. No, really. Is that all you have? Right. Let us save time and stop this charade, Louis. In all friendship, I must say, this conference has allowed you to learn from the very best, but you are going too fast, in my opinion.
Damn it. No good. I haven't persuaded him. You ought to grant me one more minute.
That's enough, Louis. I have already stretched Sir Gregory's recommendations by granting you these few minutes. Enough is enough. I bid you good luck, I bid you good evening, and may the best man win.
Wow.
We shall see. Well played, Louis. At this rate, Louisiana is likely to remain Spanish forever. Right. Let's use this opportunity to get inside, Godoy. I've got a few things I'd like to say to Mr. von Volner. Just one moment, my Lord Duke.
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate. I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Louis, push. I need you to do me a little favor. It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir. Get in his head. Oh, perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
Uh-huh. I need to avoid, the other guy, though. He's gonna 100% know.
Duke Manuel, here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. von Volner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle. I shan't be long.
See you later, Sir Gregory.
Oh, Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up. I had the misfortune to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
Well, you're standing outside right now.
I wonder what he was doing outside.
Mr. von Volner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is. You will vote for Mortimer.
What a strange
What?
idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Good.
Damn traitor is about to drop us.
Good.
Louisiana is Spanish. Consequently, I am best placed to know what to do with it. It's turning into a personal stake between Gregory and William. Honestly, would you like it if someone told you what to do with Royal Prussia and Greater Poland?
Well, it depends.
No. Don't try smoothing things over. You are a statesman. You know what I mean. Today, Spain is weighed down by Louisiana, a source of epidemics, insurrections. It prevents us from concentrating on exploiting the wealth in the Western territories. And I have to let Gregory decide?
I understand your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I'm concerned, I would rather be honest. You are wasting your time, Duke Manuel. You know nothing about me, and your attempts to manipulate me have no effect. You behave as though we were close. Yet ever since you arrived, you've only been interested in your own little self.
Don't say that, Johan. We may not be friends, but we are allies.
Is that so? And what do you know about me, exactly? If he knew I was Gregory's son, he wouldn't try it on like this.
Oh.
About you? Next to nothing. Except that you happen to be Sir Gregory Holmes' son, right?
What? What do you mean? But
Now I'm starting to be of interest to you, no?
I've never spoken to anyone about that.
Quite surprising, isn't it? You see, I'm full of surprises. In short, whether he's your father or not makes no real difference to me.
Speak for yourself.
Come on, Johan. Don't make me laugh. He has never thought of you as his son. I'd wager that you'd always hoped he would one day, even though he treated you like a master treats a useful slave. He is at best a mentor. Stop me if I'm wrong.
But, tell me, why do you want to follow Mortimer all of a sudden?
Mortimer is planning something. We don't know everything. He must have something up his sleeve to be so confident.
Ah, really? And what do you think that might be?
All of this is just a show. He has contacted all those we represent.
What do you mean?
That everything is already decided in higher spheres. William Frederick, the King of Spain, the Pope, William Pitt.
I don't understand.
Lord Mortimer has invited those who work in the wings of power to take a hand in swaying the decisions of those who actually hold it. Everything is already played out. He has already won.
But, how is this possible?
We've all underestimated him.
He's fooled us. We're done for.
Oh, man.
It all hinges on the next few hours, Johan.
Look, I hear everything you're saying, but there is no chance that Mortimer can make us all change sides. That is why Sir Gregory can but win. You understand?
Think again. It's already too late. As for me, I can no longer follow Sir Gregory. If I claim the contrary, it's only to avoid any reprisals. But the situation really is just too risky.
I don't know about this.
You are guided by fear. Well, when you think the future of entire nations is at stake here, filthy
I knew it. Because there was nothing... There was only like these two options.
We have all joined Lord Mortimer. That leaves only you
and that will suffice for us to win the conference. I see you coming, Manuel.
Oh no.
That is no argument.
Fair.
Now you're going to listen to me, you filthy traitor. Not only do I count
Wah,
on voting
wah,
for Holm,
wah.
but once we've won the conference, it will give me great pleasure to track down all those who betrayed him and make them wish they'd never been born. Now, is that clear?
perfectly. But I did warn you.
That's right. Now, get out of here.
Good luck.
Damn it. That's not going to please Mortimer.
I failed twice.
Good. I mustn't lose too much time. See you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
Oh, man. Alright, that definitely didn't work out for me. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Truly, I was with Sir Gregory the whole
Your
time.
Eminence, would you have a moment?
I shouldn't really, Louis, as you can imagine.
Rest assured, I've come just as a friend.
No matter how I look at it, between my affection for you and the conference, I can't hide my disappointment that you're changing sides, Louis. With all due respect to Lord Mortimer, how could you follow him like this?
I understand your disappointment, Your Eminence, but I have good reason to.
It's got nothing to do with it, but you didn't come and see me in my room a few hours ago, did you?
Does he remember anything? Oh no. No, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I've been speaking to Lord Mortimer in his study.
I must have dreamed it then. It seems so real.
Don't blame yourself, Your Eminence. We're all exhausted. I can assure you of that.
That's very kind of you, Louis. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but I feel rather fragile.
Fragile, you
He
see.
seems terrified. It'd be a good idea if I reassured him a little before trying to get him to change sides.
Oh, what did you want from me exactly?
If you don't mind me asking, what did you dream of, Your Eminence?
It's rather confusing, Louis. You were here, as well as Mr. von Borner. But no, it's impossible.
What is it?
No, nothing. It couldn't have happened. I don't understand, Lord.
Uh-oh.
What's happening to me?
Calm down, Your Eminence. Everything is all right. I'm here for you. I didn't think that just talking about his dreams would affect him like this.
No!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's not possible. Lord, help me. Don't take this the wrong way, Louis. But I would like to be on my own just now. As I already said, I shouldn't even have opened the door to you. And I'm exhausted. I won't change my personal confidence. I'm sorry for you.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please excuse me, I didn't mean to bother you. I'll be on my way now. Damn it. I'll have to tell Mortimer that I didn't manage to convince Piaggi.
I haven't convinced anybody so far. Doing great. What is this thing? Everything's coming together. Oh, man. Hey, George Washington. Did you ever figure out what you're looking for in that one room?
Mr. President, I was looking for you.
Well, and are you? Would you believe it? What on earth are you
I don't
up
believe
to?
you. You're staring outside.
You make me change my mind for the vote of the conference, and then you proceed to change sides yourself?
Yes, I do understand you being surprised. I'm sorry, but there have been new developments since then.
What are you talking about?
I'm only representing the Golden Order and replacing my mother. I admit, I had cold feet about it, but I must respect her choice above all.
That is precisely what I tried to tell you, Louis. Sarah backed Lord Mortimer's project right from the start.
Yes, I remember it well.
Well, all right. Try to listen and have more faith in me next time, won't you? My experience might be useful to you.
Listen.
Teach me, George
I must
Washington.
apologize once again, but it's not too late.
Louis, listen. This is the last time you'll be dragging me into any such schemes. You realize you are playing with the destinies of nations. For goodness sake, grow up, young man.
You're right, Mr. President. I cannot apologize enough. Please come back to us.
Of course I shall come back. But from now
I
on,
didn't have to do
please
anything.
keep me out of your shenanigans.
I promise, Mr. President.
Da-na-na-na.
Stick with one opinion, at least until the vote.
You have my word.
Good. Now leave
I
me
didn't
to
say
the
anything.
work
I just
to
came
do.
in here. I just came in here to talk to George Washington. He's like,
Leave me now.
it's like, hey, why are you being a ding dong? I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. You're right. Oh, last week? Wait. So you don't know. You don't know. Do you have any intentions of ever watching last week's VOD for any reason? So my character is Lord Mortimer's son. And Lord Mortimer is a demon whose father is in control of a large amount of things. And Sir Gregory is Lord Mortimer's brother. And they're actually two brother demons who have been alive for like thousands and thousands of years. And so I am his son, and my character's mother is actually his sister, who found out that she was a demon, didn't want to be part of all this, kidnapped this guy when he was born, and tried to raise him as her own son. So then we had to go and find the Lance of Longinus. I don't know if it's... Yeah, so then we had to go find the Lance of Longinus so that we could kill Lord Mortimer and stop all this. At least that's what I told my mother. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll definitely do this. But secretly, I'm playing a third side where I'm actually trying to overtake the two of them and gain favor with my father and kill Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer. So I'm trying to surpass my father. And in order to get close to him, I had to take his side. So I can stab him with the lance. That may or may not actually be the lance. I had to choose between like 30 different lances. And I was too lazy to actually go and talk to anybody about which lance was which. So now I have a lance. Might be the right one. Nobody knows. Also, Lord Mortimer's servants. So I have the ability to take over... Yeah. I have the ability... We all have the ability... All the demons have the ability to take over somebody else's body. So, Lord Mortimer made all of his servants... like, dummies, basically. So that you can't actually take over them. Stuff like that. So like a few minutes ago I possessed Wolner or whatever. I can read people's thoughts. Oh god. Can I take over the bird's thoughts?
There you are.
Hello.
Well, tell me, how did it go?
Pretty bad.
I did my best.
Whom did you manage to persuade?
George Washington.
President Washington is going to side with you after all.
Ah, I was sure that was all a misunderstanding. Very good. I see. So we are going to lose the vote.
Father, I'm sorry.
No, I should never have let you handle it. It's my fault. I thought you would be able to accomplish this tour de force, but clearly you weren't ready. An idiot I've been. Never mind. Let's forget the conference. Now I have to prepare for what's coming next. Louis, leave me if you will.
Alright, see ya. The bird's not smarter than me.
My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference.
Sabotage his project.
I would like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case,
some of them are dead.
Doesn't seem to be himself.
Duchess Hillsborough will also not be voting.
That's because she's dead.
Has suffered a lot of upheaval lately. As she was feeling quite poorly, she apologizes, but she preferred to return to the continent.
The Duchess? I hope it's nothing serious.
Don't worry, Mr. President.
She's definitely
I had
dead.
someone escort her. The Duchess simply needs rest, and now she is in good hands.
I must say, Sir Gregory, you are beset by bad luck.
Indeed. One would think that I am hounded by ill fortune.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in
Both of her are
turn
dead.
on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
Are you ready? Are you ready? I want to vote against because that seems like the word. Like, I've switched sides so many times. Here we go. Here we go.
I vote against.
Duke Manuel? Your Eminence?
Against.
Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
Mr. von Volner?
Against.
President Washington?
For.
The votes are now cast. So you were not won over by my project. That hurts.
I warned you. You didn't want to listen to me.
Never mind.
What's wrong with him?
It will still come to pass.
Traitor! What have you done? You are obliged to respect your word. That is the rule.
The time of conferences is over, dear brother. Let us abandon all this charade.
You don't have the right.
What? What is going on?
Done to me.
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened? Sir Henry,
Father.
what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But I cannot die.
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
It was in that
Can't
book.
you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
It was in the book.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body.
Help
After
me!
several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body. You cannot project yourself elsewhere. You cannot even contact Father. Go ahead. Try. But you are my brother. So I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
You swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it.
Is that
You
why he was trying to get the
chose
book?
serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
I convinced George Washington. Mm-hmm. When do I get to use the Lance Longinus?
But
Where did everybody go?
what on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or?
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way. Hurry.
I must find them quickly.
But if he dies and then I kill my father, It's genius.
Beneath your compassion, we take refuge, O Mother of God.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let nothing, nor no one, stand in the way of my dream.
History will remember me, and the sacrifices I made.
I sense that something is happening, but I could no longer move.
Dear God, if I lose the war against France, I will be doomed.
Find Sir Helm.
I sense that something is happening, but
The inside of this painting
move.
of the building. Yo, Miglix. I went into the painting like Mario. Thought I saw a thing.
Help. Help me.
What?
Is there anyone there? Help me, please.
I hate you.
I'm all alone.
You're gonna remain alone.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
Nothing is real. Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Help
Yes.
me.
Not a minute to lose.
Save me. Let's start with my mother.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Alazif back from him.
Whoa.
He wants to isolate me again.
I can't do anything with any of these characters.
Whatever happens, I trust him and only him. I must take the book back to him.
I need to keep an eye on them. Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Oh. Wait.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis. God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
What? Choice already made.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
I feel like...
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Alazif back from him.
I feel like she's supposed to be near him, but also this guy is supposed to be near him. Also Emily is supposed to be near him.
Isolate me again.
This is my choice. How do we end this?
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
I don't know anything about this girl.
Won't let him attack his brother.
What? You did. Were you here last week when we found out we were a demon? I'm done. How do I, This is my choice. Is it, like, so horribly wrong that it won't let me decide? Is there only one option? We were... Oh, wait. Wow, okay. So, turns out we're this guy's son. He, is an ancient demon from, like, ancient times. And this guy is his brother. So this guy's also a demon. This guy is the son of this guy. So these guys are also both demons. Yeah, we're missing a hand. It's fine. So is our mother, who turns out is actually our sister. And when we were born, this lady, my sister, didn't want me to be controlled by my father, so she kidnapped me and then raised me as her son. Also, we found both Emily's and killed both of them. Yeah. Victory. Victory. So we have demon powers where we can essentially take over other people's bodies and like read their thoughts and stuff. I'm guessing there's only one answer here. I guess. Why did we kill the other one? Because she was trying to kill our mother. Slash sister. So I killed... So, wait. You weren't here for the first part. So both of them come up to... Like, we walk in the room and they both have guns pointed at each other. And we had to do the old, guess which one is right? Like, guess which one is the real Emily? And I apparently guessed wrong. As per usual. I guessed the wrong one. Which is funny because I was explaining as I was doing it. Oh, you were there for that? Okay. Well, I guessed wrong. So later on, when we found out that I had picked the wrong one and she was trying to kill both me and my mom, I ended up killing her.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
How do I,
That's not really Elizabeth. It's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Okay. Wait, I wonder, does that mean that their father was in her all along? Like, from the beginning?
Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him. Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
Well, then. I have no idea, Seawalker. To be completely honest, I have no idea. We're in some sort of limbo.
They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
I think it was just the developers trying to add on more content.
I found the exit.
I think it was just a random puzzle. Like, hey, here's a puzzle. Hey. Whose room is this? Is this Elizabeth's room? Why are we here?
My own sister. I should have left her to die when the Tsarina called.
I must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of who. Louis? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste.
I guess we're going through his memories. Reconstruct the memories of Sir
I didn't
Helm.
want to believe it. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react.
Was Emily one? Wait, hold on. Was Emily also? Who's my other? Who's? It can't be Emily because there's 2 of her. Wait, does that add up? That does add up. Was Emily my sister the whole time? Both Emily and Emma? Oh no. What have I done? Oh my.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I slapped in my... Blech.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I do myself.
Are we following the sequence of events forwards or backwards?
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier.
I don't heckin' know. This looks like the worst puzzle.
Ah, Charles Francois. Ah, Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With
George
one
Washington.
I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice.
Anyhow.
He's talking about Charles-François d'Angennes and Françoise d'Aubigné. They were contemporaries of Louis XIV. This has nothing to do with what brought Holm here. I had to look somewhere else.
Am I trying to figure out what actually brought him here?
Dear Countess Dunot. Dear Countess Dunotstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Managed to swindle Lafayette for the damage he did to the Western monarchies. So full of remorse once it was done, I don't really regret making you steal the necklace and end up in a convent.
Which just messaged you?
I heard
Do
about
what?
this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
They're on there.
Louis.
Yes?
France. So much effort. France. So much effort. So much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion. I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat. And that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war.
Mm-hmm.
Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here.
It was a trap right from the start.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters.
Take that. See, I knew there was something wrong. Oh wait, never mind.
I recalled Sparta of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years, and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees. And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me.
Yeah, this seems way too much.
Didn't say a word.
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holm. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
There's too much here. There's like too much.
He feeds Louis, He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter.
So Holmes seems certain that Mortimer has been using me, but I get the impression that he's only had this vision recently. It's one of the last ones he had.
I recall Sparta. It was a trap right from the start. France, so much effort, so much wasted time. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
Heck. I think that might be the second one then. I really don't like this puzzle. If they were all like laying out,
Allowed me to bring Emily back again.
if they were all just like arranging the guests were basically,
He allowed me to bring Emily back.
it'd be a whole lot easier.
No, not yet.
But at the same time, it's not letting me choose the wrong ones.
France, so much effort, so much wasted time. It was a trap. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is
the
the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
I guess I just go pick them until I get the right ones.
He allowed me to bring Emily back. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find.
I'm on the
her
right track here.
What was this one?
The cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
Be quick!
I'm doing what I can.
France, so much effort, so much wasted time. And when Elizabeth disappeared, he cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And
One
when
more.
Elizabeth disappeared, He feeds Louis. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we
Getting to
usually
the end
take
here.
months to give to our children. His children are gathered together? Yes? I recall Sparta. I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body.
Zing.
All communication with Father and brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late.
Sir Gregory's gonna take care of me.
My thoughts. Come to me. Quickly.
What? I don't want to,
Louis, hurry. He's coming.
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
yes. Stab him with the lance.
Luke,
Whose hand is that?
Don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with it. Please.
I've waited.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is.
I've waited
Despite
this
being
whole time.
Centuries old, and despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you, nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
You can be so stupid. As for me, I won't be around much longer. So if you want to stand the slightest chance against him, at least make sure you are armed, Louis.
What do you mean?
The lance, Louis. Have you got the lance?
Yes, maybe.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be
I will eat his invisible essence. Oh. Oh. Who the heck is Sahels? I guess that's your father? Four points.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things.
Something wrong with his chin.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
Something wrong with his chin.
I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
What happened in the ether?
I surpassed him.
What do you mean you surpassed him?
I made sure he was poisoned by my blood before our little chat. Remember the cup of tea in the dining room?
Oh, it's part of his
that Gregory
collar.
Simply wouldn't be able to let it get cold. Old habits do die hard.
You put your blood in your tea?
And he put the hangman's rope round his own neck. Ironic, isn't it? Unable to extract himself from his physical body, it didn't take much time for me to absorb him. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
Oh
No
my
doubt
god.
about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Right. All I have to do now is confront Mortimer.
With the lance. The real question is, did I pick the right lance? Dun dun dun. Did he poison my tea? And what's George Washington up to? Looking for Waldner's room. Is it this one?
Monsieur Johann von Wulner. Johann,
Louis, I haven't the time.
what are you doing?
I'm getting out of here. What do you think? And going as far away as possible. Sir Gregory is dead. And in case you haven't grasped it yet, I am no longer safe here. If you value your life, you had better do the same.
Hey, wait a
No,
second.
no, I haven't time. Good luck in the future.
Well then, I guess if we were friends, maybe I could have got him to help me out. But we're not friends. I forgot whose room that is. Or was, I should say. George Washington, I need you to help me. Oh. 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 See, I definitely figured you could go into Waldner's room. All these other rooms, not really surprised. I can't go in. Can I go to Emily's room? I can go into Emily's room.
Dear E.
E.
I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, whatever.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the
Yeah, I've already
Prime
seen all
Minister.
these.
This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam.
Yeah.
Right, now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after... Here we go.
Here we go.
Louis, at last.
You wanted to see me?
Let's get it over with, shall we? I've grown tired of all this. But before we begin, I would like you to give me back the Holy Lance, please. Now that Gregory is gone, you won't be needing it anymore, and I prefer to put it back in its place.
I no longer have it.
Ooh, free to use.
So, at the insistence of Monsieur Bonaparte, I put it back in its place.
Come, Louis. You can't do that to me. Don't be childish, please. Come on.
God. Stab him. Stab him.
Of course. Here you are, Father.
No! That's not what I wanted at all.
Thank you. You wouldn't have been able to do much with it anyway.
Oh.
Given it isn't the right one.
You mean I got the wrong one?
Now, don't blame yourself. There was a reason why I put it with all those copies. If you had been forced to use it, it would never have prevented one of us from changing bodies. This conference will have been one of the most eventful I've ever known.
I'll just have to take your word for it.
Before I get to why we're here, you must know that I've been watching you very closely over these past few days. I won't hide the fact that I was disappointed that you did not succeed in saving Jacques Peroux. You handled that situation very badly. As far as the door of my crypt is concerned, it is a pity that you lost your hand while trying to open it. You committed a serious mistake in proving unable to tell your sisters apart, causing the death of the most promising of the two.
Actually, they're both
What
dead.
an unpleasant surprise it was when I found out that you had tried to warn the Papal States against Gregory and me. Did you really think you could succeed?
Damn it. He found out about that.
But the important thing
He's
is
just tearing
that you
into me.
escaped the worst with Volner, because he could have killed you when you were in the guise of Piaget.
Yes, it was a bit touch and go.
Which leads me to a chat about what I envisage for you now. You are the chosen one, Louis. The one I've been waiting for all this time.
Thank you,
We are going to be able to become one.
What?
I don't quite follow you.
Be proud of yourself, son, for you are the one I have chosen to be my next mortal coil.
But what about me? Am I imagining things, or did he just tell me to my face that he's going to eat me?
Unfortunately, no, you won't survive the transfer. But I want you to know that I only select my bodies from my own children, and that you are the one who has impressed me most. It's far from being my first time, as you can imagine. I didn't think it was possible to find a more promising son than dear Augustus. You can be very proud of yourself.
Wait a second, hang on. Do you realize what you're saying? Are you insane?
Oh, come, my son. Let's not end everything on a bad note, please.
Son of a bitch. I'm not going to get away with this so easily. I won't let you do it.
What on earth are you thinking? That you'll be able to kill me? This is ridiculous, Louis. Come now, be reasonable. Don't fight.
Bad end. Dun dun.
I won.
Duh. I failed. Wow. Am I surprised? Not exactly. Maybe a little bit. I think it's because I had the wrong lance. I bet if I'd had the right lance,
tightened his political and spiritual grip
I would have been able to. I would have had the option of stabbing
on
him.
the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate.
The fact that it costs
in order
10
to continue
points
his work on his theological and alchemical
for one of the
theses.
options there, though, leads me to believe
Manuel
I
Godoy's
wouldn't be
close
able to do that without
relationship
some
with
sort of like
Napoleon
New
enabled
Game
him to
Plus
claim a
option.
part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita, after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term,
Oh my
George
God,
Washington
Seawalker,
had
you're
to deal
right.
with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with
I
Great
even
Britain,
used
which
one
forced him to give up a third term in office.
like 20 minutes
He
ago.
retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. His Eminence was obliged to justify himself on his return over the letter he had sent to His Holiness. His mental health was called into question, and consequently he was withdrawn from papal state power. It was said in polite undertones that he had been sent to a faraway retreat, the better to hide his anonymous confinement in an asylum of Rome. Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on clues provided by their friend George Washington.
Oh yeah.
In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again. Sarah de Richet threw herself from the Pont des Arts into the River Seine before a crowd of dumbfounded bystanders just a few days after her son's return to Paris. He spoke of his aging mother's recent depression and took over the running of the Golden Order, whose expansion was rapid.
That was
ever heard of Lord
the crazy
Mortimer.
girl.
His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
She is the son of John Adams, I think. I can't remember who it was. Who was our second president of the United States? Oh man. She is the son. Question mark? She is who? What? Were you talking about the crazy girl? Is it really over? It is.